Hello, welcome to Rising Spirit. I'm Jo, the hypnotherapist, and your personal transformation coach, if you like. We have been discussing the mind and the way it's structured. So we know we have the conscious mind and the subconscious mind, and the conscious mind is the analytical part, and the subconscious mind is the seat of our programming. It works very much differently to the conscious mind. It's far more powerful. We can liken it to an iceberg. So the part of the iceberg that sits above the water is the conscious mind, and it regulates about 5% of our behavior, thoughts, emotions, etc. The rest of it is hidden underneath the water. It's much larger, and it governs around 95% of the way we behave, think, feel. So as you can see, the subconscious mind is far more powerful. Research suggests that the subconscious mind is incredibly fast. It is a collection of our programming, and most of our programs have been set in our childhood. However, in our adulthood, through repetition of behaviors, thoughts, emotions, and feelings, we add to that collection of programs. And because of the repetitive behaviors, we reinforce these programs through habitual thinking, feeling, and actions. You know, most people go about their daily lives on autopilot, and they react to external stimuli without conscious thought. For example, getting angry quickly, regardless of the situation, as if they couldn't choose a different way of behaving. So unlike the conscious mind, the subconscious doesn't engage in logical thinking. It can't critique, reject, evaluate, analyze. And this is essential for personal transformation, because it is not enough to understand the need for personal transformation. It is not enough to think about it critically. It is not enough to decide to change using our critical conscious mind. We need to embrace that change on a subconscious level. And this is where working with the subconscious mind is absolutely vital, because the subconscious mind will support the change when we work with it on a regular basis. And when the subconscious mind accepts the change, then we change. And we established then a different way of thinking, feeling, behaving. Let's give a simple example. Smoking, for instance. We know that smoking is bad for us. We know we've done it for many years, and it is time to change. And this type of thinking is very much a conscious, critical thinking. So we engage our conscious mind to decide it is time to change, it is time to ditch this unhealthy habit. And we know consciously what smoking does to the body and mind. And also, we know consciously what the benefits of stopping smoking are. So that's absolutely fine. Great. However, if we don't translate all of it now and present it to our subconscious mind, we are only scratching the surface. It is not enough to know and understand something on a conscious level. We have to embrace it on a subconscious level. So how do we do it? Well, how do we communicate with the subconscious so that we make positive change on a subconscious level? Let's just start simply, and this is an exercise you can do right now. So from now on, start observing your reactions. Pay attention to recurring emotional responses in different situations. For instance, do you get angry quickly? Do you tend to say yes to most requests and don't have the courage to say no, to assert yourself? Do you let internal fears drive your decisions? So, for instance, instead of taking calculated risks, you just stay small because you are afraid of taking a calculated risk. And expanding your knowledge, stretching your wings, whatever that means. Yes, so do think about your those ways of behavior that you keep repeating. Write them down and suggest alternative behaviors. So, for instance, if you always say yes to requests from different people, and give examples as you're writing them down, as you're writing it all down, write the examples down, and then suggest a different way of behaving. For instance, you can say, let's say your friends suggest you go out tonight, but you would rather stay in and read a good book. You can say, thank you for inviting me out. However, today I would like to stay at home and read my book. You can start from, like this. You can start small and then teach yourself slowly to say no to requests in a polite, respectful way, and bring that assertiveness notch up each time. Think of it as a notch, like a volume notch, where you keep going up and up slowly in a slow increment, so that that behavior of being assertive becomes natural to you. Okay? Rome wasn't built in a day, so start small, start slowly. And that's one exercise you can start doing now to work with your subconscious mind. And I wish you all the best. And in our next episode, we will discuss more ways to work with your subconscious mind. All the best for now.